Welcome back to Spectrum of the Arts. Outdoor artwork throughout Pinellas County is expanding rapidly, changing the look throughout our landscape. Similar projects are taking place at Pinellas County schools, with one of the most recent completions being at Fairmount Elementary.
This project is something that I kind of was thinking about for quite some time. St. Pete has a really rich arts culture and a really rich street arts culture. And actually was one of my favorites. I've been a fan for a long time, and we kind of made friends and got connected. And the art department has some funding that we can apply for. So I applied for kind of like a mini grant to get this project started. So I thought it'd be a nice way to connect our school to the culture of our city.
This artwork is really about interconnectivity and empowering children through art. I think art holds some really fundamental key concepts that they can take into their daily lives. And you know, whether we're at Orlando Museum of Fine Art, Tampa Museum of Fine Art, installing in Egypt or China, I still very much am always instinctively thinking about our children in America and the future, and how we can take our future, and I call the children our future, and really have them thinking about how they can fulfill their purpose through passion.
I feel like a lot of my job is to inspire these guys more than anything. I mean, I can teach art all day long, that's my passion, I have so much fun, but more than that, I think just inspiring these kids to think outside the box, think outside kind of the regular, everyday rigmarole of what they do, and get thinking creatively. And it's I think, definitely accomplished that so far.
I use art as a conduit to help them think about the larger picture, the larger perspective, how they can activate space through artwork, how they can actually take what it is that's their passion or their talent and not only become stronger with it, but share it with the community.
My goal really was to kind of help bridge the connection to our city and to the culture of our city. I think we're super fortunate to live in a place that is so supportive of the arts. I didn't grow up here, so moving here, that was definitely one of the draws for me and my family. And so I think for them, being aware of part of the culture of St. Petersburg and actually being involved and being able to say, like, look, we did that. And just driving around the streets, you can see it everywhere.
This particular piece is United. It's really a colorful Benedict because what you see is a bunch of colors in their hands and their lines moving together and making something much more powerful together, connecting, and how they work as a team, how when they build together, they create something so much, that output is so much stronger. One of the nicest things about this project is realization of potential, realization of thinking about how things will look at the end. So we're thinking about the beginning, the middle, and executing at the end. These are core concepts that they can take anywhere, be it their homework, be it their class. They start in the beginning. They have goals of getting good grades, graduating at the end. These are things that we have to make sure that they continue to look at. Public artwork, I think, can do these things. They can embolden, they can empower, and they can delight. They can uplift. And this is an empowering artwork about them. This is really about the students. So every time that they pass this artwork, they can know that they've laid a mark that's going to stay here.
You have to get picked for, like, you just got to get picked, and then you can help out what they're doing.
What have you been doing on this?
I've been mixing tape.
We supposed to, she taped the tape, and then we spread it down with our fingers and with the rollers. And her husband gonna get the paint. We supposed to paint, I think, over the tape, and we're gonna paint that whole thing.
I mean, I'm extraordinarily grateful to have this opportunity. I think that it's a fabulous thing that the county will, have the funds available to do things like this. And the fact that was so generous to come out and do this with us. She loves kids. she was definitely, she donated quite a bit of to this project. So I'm very, very thankful that we've had this chance.
Myself and my partner, have given our life to try to create a better humanity and make these kids think about what they can do to really enlighten and make humanity better. And I think that the feedback that I've been getting from the children was they can't believe that someone who looks like me is doing this full time. So I think it refreshes and renews what they can do, the possibilities, how you can build against the impossibles. I think it also helps them to think about art in a mathematical way, because this is very geometrical and mathematical. So it also gives them a different realm of how much work goes into art, and that it's not so one-dimensional. I think it also, the feedback that I've gotten is that they wish that they could do more of this. So I think that it also renews their spirit and gives them hope for another day. So all of this and more, and I think that that is the thing that art holds that nothing else does. It actually becomes this magical figure where they can partake in it, where they just want to be around. The teachers literally have to pull them away from this area because they realize that not only have they laid a foundation that's going to stay here, but guess what? That they have contributed to this.
My parents signed me up for art camp, and then when Miss Sia came in, she said that she's going to take some kids out of our class, some other classes, to help her make, to paint the wall. And we helped her, and then I get to have donuts all the time.
You know, this is really strictly volunteer work for myself and my team, because this is what is enriching our hearts, because we get to sew then into the fabric and the cloth of what the makeup is of our future. Again, I keep saying that word future because these are the kids that if we give them all that we can, we're handing off that life baton, where they can then take that baton and run to the finish line of success.
Well, that's it for now. We hope you've enjoyed our show and will join us again next time for another look at Spectrum of the Arts.